Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. To jump right into the tutorial, first I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And I'm using that as a primer. And to blend that in, I'm going in with the Real Techniques blending sponge. Next I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette, and I'm going in with the transition shade to set the concealer that we just put down. And I'm using the Isabella Scott shadow brush. By the way, this is a drugstore tutorial, so everything including brushes is drugstore. For my crease shades, I'm going in with those two orangey shades. I'm sorry they don't have a name. And to blend that out, I'm going in with the Real Techniques base shadow brush. I like to go in with a brush like this at first, and then later on I'll go in with a better blending brush. Next I'm going in with that chocolate brown shade, and I'm using the e.l.f. eye crease brush to focus that on my inner and outer corners, making sure to blend that out seamlessly. And to blend that out further, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild brush. This has no name on it, I'm sorry guys, but it's basically just a blending brush, and I'm going to use that to diffuse the line a little bit better. Now I'm going in with the shimmer shade right here, and I'm going to be using the Badescu facial spray to spray my brush, and I'm going to be using the Isabella Scott smudge brush. I know this is a smudge brush, but this is definitely a packing brush. You can see how flat it is right here. But I'm basically just putting that right in the center of my eye. I'm going for a halo eye today, and you can just see how bomb this shimmer shade is. This palette is so good, guys. If you don't have it, you need it. I'm going back in with that brown shade to go over my inner and outer corners because I kind of lost the color as I was blending it out. So I'm just going back to re-put that color down so you can see it more, also blending out the edges of the shimmer shade using the same brush that I did before. I'm going to be going back in with those two orange shades to put in my crease because we kind of lost that as we were blending. And for that I'm going to be going in with another Wet n Wild brush that has no name. Once again, I don't know why these brushes don't have any names, but this is definitely another blending brush, as you can see. And to blend that out a little bit more precise, I'm going in with the Sonia Kashuk smudge brush. Moving on to my favorite part, I'm going in with a NYX Epic Ink Liner, and first I'm going to start by making a line right on top of my eye. And of course I mess up, love my life. We're just going to leave that there because if you leave it there wet and try to wipe it off, it's just going to mess up your makeup, so definitely just wait for it to dry and then go in with a Q-tip later. Okay, so for my wings, I like to start by making a line on the outer corner of my eye to the end of my eyebrow. This just depends on how long you like your wings. I like mine pretty long. And then I'm basically just going to be making a triangle and connecting it and filling that right in. Now I'm just going to go on with a wet Q-tip to clean up the eyeliner on top of my eye. And then I'm going to be going back in with the shimmer shade just to revamp that color. Next is lashes. I'm going to be going with the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I'm going to be using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, and I love this because it dries down clear, so you don't got to worry about having the white glue stick to your eyeliner or anything, or to your eyelashes. To blend in my natural lashes with my falsies, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. For brows, I'm going in with the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and I'm in the shade Blackest Brown. I like to start by making a line at the bottom of my brow and flicking out the product to fill in any sparse areas. Then I like to draw a line at the top of my brow, not overlining them because my eyebrows are pretty thick as they are, so I just follow my natural brow line. Then I like to brush them out so there's no harsh line, and then I just fill in the rest of them, and that's pretty much all I do. To set my brows, I'm going in with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. This is just a clear eyebrow gel. Moving on to the face, I'm going in with the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Illuminate Primer, and I'm putting this all over my face. This primer is really good from the drugstore, especially when I'm feeling dry. I like to use this. For foundation, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Desert Beige. This actually ended up being way too light for me, so I had to go in and mix it with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30 Cafe. I didn't have any darker foundation, so I just had to use a concealer, and it ended up working pretty good. To blend that out, I'm going in with the Real Techniques Blending Sponge. I love this sponge so much. For my under eye concealer, I'm going back in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium Tawny, and I'm just putting that under my eyes and blending that out with the same sponge. Next, I'm going in with my favorite drugstore powder, which is the LA Girl Pro Powder. This is definitely a dupe for the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I love this so much, and it's so cheap, so worth it, guys. Definitely go out and get it if you haven't tried it yet. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this so much, and it smells bomb. For that, I'm going to be going in with the R&L Moda Brush, and this is a powder brush. You can get these at Walmart. They work really good, actually. To To contour my nose a little bit, I'm going to be going in with the same bronzer and this Sonia Kashuk brush. It's angled and of course it has no name. I'm sorry guys. For blush, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in the shade Mellow Wine. And the brush I'm using for that is another Wet n Wild brush with no name. But to further blend that out, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Stipple Brush. To finish off the eyes, I'm going in with the same two orange shades that I used in my crease, and I'm focusing that on my lower lash line using the same brush that I used in the beginning. For mascara, I'm going in with the same mascara to do my bottom lashes. For eyeliner, I'm going in with the Maybelline Define a Line eyeliner in the shade Soft Black, and I'm just applying this on my upper waterline. For my lower waterline, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon Liner, and this is in the shade Rose Neutral. For highlight, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette in the shade Catwalk Pink, and I'm going in with the golden shade and then the light shade. And I'm applying that on my inner corners, also on my brow bone, and then of course the rest of my face, nose, and cheeks. And the brush I'm using for this is another Ardell Moda brush, and this is actually a lip brush, but it works really good for applying highlight. I'm going to be going in with another Sonia Kashuk brush that has no name. I'm sorry, I definitely got this in a set, I'm pretty sure, for Christmas. You do have to go in and build up this highlight a little bit, but once it's built up, it's beautiful and it's definitely worth the price in my opinion. Lastly, for lipstick, I'm going in with the Milani Lipstick in the shade 69 Matte Beauty. And this is definitely very orange, so I just go in and dab it a little bit so it's not too bright. To go over top of that, I'm going in with this Sparkle Lip Gloss, and this is just a clear lip gloss. And lastly, to set my face, I'm going in with the Badescu spray. I know this isn't Drugstore, but it's definitely worth it. It's so cheap, it's good, you need it. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.